Alright folks, I'm so excited to welcome you to this 27th of December fixture against the Sheffield Steelers. It is a big one, and it's a tradition that the two teams play here after Boxing Day, and this year will be the same. Alongside me this evening is Jeff Waugh. How are you doing, Wazzy?
Oh, not too bad, Eddie. How you doing? You have a good Christmas?
Yeah, hit the turkey pretty well there.
Oh, there you go. Well deserved, right? All your hard work here on the air, right? So you need the food in you.
Absolutely. Hey, and it was a smart man who once said, if you want the horses to run, you got to feed them some good oats.
Exactly. Wonder who that was, eh?
No idea. As Armstrong will fiddle with it, and with a backhand off the skate of Andy Sertich. He pitchforks it out for Brian McGradden, but he runs into trouble named Ben O'Connor. O'Connor will pinch in. Chris Lawrence throws the body. That's Ben O'Connor in the office. Over to point position where Freder was taking over. McGradden muted that one, and now it's Robert Farmer on his way. Nearly got...
Almost snuck through there, too.
Ooh, that one-handed backhand, that looked really sweet from up here. Steve Lee will reorganize behind the cage. The traveling whites this evening, indeed the Sheffield Steelers, and the guys in the tuxes, the Nottingham Panthers. A special Christmas/New Year edition of the Panthers jersey. Steve Schultz contributing below the goal line. That's Goss just swiping it clear. Right back for Schultz, and he activates the cycle. Takes a little bump there from Phillips. Moran for Schultz, and that's a pad save there.
Good shot there by Schultz there.
He got
pace early on to this game here, eh, Eddie, as expected.
Oh yeah, get their feet going. That's Alex Nikifork.
Oh, that's a tough call, I think.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was on a follow-through on a shot as well.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, guy came out, blocked the shot, and kind of followed through, took him down. But especially early on, you know, you think the ref wants to sort of allow the teams to settle in, you know. But either way, big kill right off the hop for the boys.
Oh yeah. Panthers are on the carpet with the first PK of the evening. Familiar faces out here on the PK and on the power play for the Sheffield Steelers. Goss tries to get free, does. Over for Dowd. He's got a spicy slap shot. They siphon it right back for number 75 this way. He parks himself at the near half wall, and he tried to rim it around, but then got it right back on his tape. Takes a short side bid there. That was interrupted by Dan Spang, and Jeff Brown with a home run pass over for Robert Lakovich. He comes in hot. He's just going to peel off away from Mike Crachek. And then it's Goss with a delicate sauce over this way, and now it's Dowd joining in. Spang, he gets high stick there, I believe. Then it's swiped that in front of the cage, and Mika Weekman will make the stop. Jeff Brown and Robert Lakovich getting involved a little bit there with the...
It's a big save there by Mika, and what a chance there. A nice pass by Brownie. Lacko unfortunately wasn't able to get a shot off there, eh?
Not quite.
And he got draped on a bit.
.17:46 remaining. Steven Schultz introduced Mustakovs with the opening shot from the game, and now Mika Weekman's into the flow too. Chris Lawrence over for the face-off. He did win it cleanly against Debian. Rimmed around this way. And now it's Franzen joining in with a backhand to no one in particular, so they're going to just send it out to control. There comes a Mika Weekman, lets the glove do the talking. Home debut as well for Jason Williams, and what a game to home debut in, huh, was he?
Yeah, exactly. He obviously had a big goal there, sort of clinched it for us. I guess the game winner there in the end, and you know, I'm sure his legs will come too. I think he said afterwards that he felt a little sluggish there in the start, but rightfully so. Obviously with the long trip over and probably the jet lag and lack of sleep, eh? But you can tell he's a great player, so it'll be nice for him to settle in here.
Absolutely. As Matthew Raw will put it to point position, and Brad Moran with an attentive stick there with 50 seconds remaining on the Sheffield man advantage. Franzen will gain it right on his tape from Mustakov's feed. He'll play forward for Matthew Raw, big time point scorer for the Sheffield Steelers. That's reversed, and the Sheffield Steelers park themselves at the perimeter. Then Matthew Raw with a short side bid. I don't know if Steve Lee got a piece of that.
Great slide block by Leasy there.
Then Mcmillan with the go-ahead pass for Brad Moran. But he got his stick lifted. They exchange a couple hacks, and now it's Matthew Raw dropping his way for Nilsson. The rebound for Matthew Raw. Mika Wickman with a couple dandies. Brad Moran will slide it to center. Spinning and controlling is Ben O'Connor. Left it off for Zach Fitzgerald. Mika Wickman will absorb with a second left of Alex Nikiforik's minor. Speaking of Wazzy, I'm sure there are plenty of guys who are banged up and perhaps not feeling 100%, but in a game like this, I think they're going to go no matter what if they can.
The crowd's electric right now. Obviously, I was wishing I could be down there, but either way, it's been a good start here and a big kill there, and hopefully we get build some momentum here offensively. That's
Mike Crachek showing a lot of skill at that near half wall. Then it's Alex Nikiforik. Great pass there by Robert Farmer. He's got Chris Lawrence on his right. Feeds to Lawrence. What a save.
Nice play, nice save there. That was pass by Nicky, and even a good opportunity by Larry there.
Unreal. Double pad stack, baby. Crachek will brush it on this way for Armstrong. Then finds the trailer on the play. Brian McGrattan says thank you very much, and Panthers go back up in numbers. That's Robert Farmer conducting the play. He's going to slide in, and nearly Brian McGrattan getting a tip on that. Armstrong on the counter punch. Mika Wickman with the blocker save. Whoa, that was a spicy one.
That was some heat on that one there.
That rebound was...
Good chance again there. Farm tried to slide it over there, but...
And then here comes Williams on his home debut. He's going to carve back out and over Steven Schultz. Shot it wide intentionally for Brian McGrattan to tip. I think he did...
has been hot there these last couple games. I think he's got a couple goals that are off his stick deflections, right?
Oh, yeah. Hand-eye right in front of the cage. I think he actually did get a piece of it, but not quite enough. Sertic gets lassoed into a corner boards by Hagos. It's dug free, and now it's Nelson losing a handle on it. Williams can't get it past Hagos, and now it's Nelson once again trying to walk out with the backhand, but he fired it wide. Bjorklund loses it over there, and now Schultz engaged in a board battle. I think they're going to be content to freeze it, and so they do, with 14:52 remaining of the opening period. Mika Wickman also coming in pretty hot into this game. He's picked up his game a lot, especially in the month of December. They're going to have a small redo here as Jeff Brown is going to get excused from the dot. I assume it's going to be Matt Carter. Yes, it is. Who's going to fill in for him. A couple 17s going to fight for it off the face-off. Nilsson is the better 17 that time. Here comes the slap shot. Ooh, I don't think...
Deflection there. He didn't see that, eh?
Yeah, I don't think he did. Didn't have...
Nice play by Brownie.
And then it's Carter taking over, trying to go short side and nearly batted it at the back door. Steelers do not manage to clear as it goes into the bench. Yeah, as Irvin's Mustakovs will know, Kartsy's a nifty one. He's got
that long reach there, and that's his go-to move there. And doesn't work all the time, but when it does, it sure is pretty.
And that's the thing, Wazzy. A lot of danglers or stick handlers, usually they prefer a shorter stick. Yeah. But Carter with the long one, can you explain that to us? How does that work?
No, it's obviously probably something you get used to over the years. Maybe you grew up using a longer stick, but it sure works there where he tries to go inside out on the D-man there.
Steelers don't manage to clear, and keeping the puck coming is Brad Moran over for Alex Nikiforik. He can't spin and shoot, so it's Colton Freder, arguably one of the most valuable players in the Sheffield Steelers squad. Mika Wickman with the glove save. That play is still...
That almost hit the mesh there.
Yeah, I thought so too, but they're going to let it play. Then Raw with a short side bid. Mika Wickman with a save, and Brad Moran with the alley-oop pass for Robert Lakovich. This time didn't quite have the wheels to beat Fitzgerald. There's going to be a penalty. Interference call against Zach Fitzgerald. And I don't think number 28 is going to like it, but the Panthers are going to take it.
Yeah, big power play here. Now it's time for the boys to answer.
A couple of big bodies out there. Chris Lawrence, Robert Farmer. paired with a nifty Brad Moran. Steven Schultz out there as well, and Steve Lee will complete that power play wave. The stalemate finally goes in the favor of the Panthers as Steve Lee stops at point position. We'll table it on for Robert Farmer, who's going to conduct things at the near half wall until he exchanges with Brad Moran. Point position once again for Steve Lee. As Brad Moran, they're zipping the puck around real well there as Schultz idles, then finds a passing lane. Chris Lawrence with a short side bid. Tried to raise that with a backhand, but couldn't get it past Mustakovs. And that's the first 20 seconds of the power play there, folks. And the coaching matchup this evening is Paul Thompson against Corey Nielson. David Clark also joining forces in the coaching side as he misses another game as he recovers from injury. That's rifled around. Steve Lee can't keep it in. Mika Weekman will delicately control and tee it up for Steve Lee, who's going to carry the mail. First pass is a good one as Schultz gets it right on his tape, puts on the brakes, sauces it over. Then Chris Lawrence tags up with Robert Farmer as Schultz will gain at the near half wall. He'll rifle it down low as Steelers try to clear. Schultz will settle down with his gloves. Right back for number 14. Change the point of attack with Brad Moran. Right back for Schultz. Finally finds a shooting lane. They're going to hack it at the rebound. Robert Farmer. He went digging for it there.
Open that there, nice try.
That's kept in well by Chris Lawrence. Schultz now joins the attack. Scores! Steven Schultz, and what a sally to boot. That was a dart. What do you think of that, Wazzy?
Yeah, it's a good play all around. Some chances there, obviously. Maybe their PK got a little tired there, but a good keep in on the sideboards there. They slid it over to Schultz, who had sort of had time there. Sort of stepped in and obviously went far side on there. Great shot by Schultz. He's been itching for it. His parents are in town, right? So I think he's been looking for it. Absolutely.
Great point there as Steven Schultz will get the go-ahead goal. That's dug by Jeff Brown over for Logan Mcmillan and Dan Spang, connecting with him. Skate to stick for Ollie Betteridge, but he gets wedged into the boards and that's turned over. Ben O'Connor tried to filter it through but couldn't. That plays onside until it was whistled. Yeah, it was just a matter of inches, I believe, but either way, they're gonna do it right in front of the Steelers bench here. And I believe last night the Panthers also got the first goal, so it's good you don't have to start the game chasing.
You know, a big crowd here, you want to get them going early. They've been nothing short of unbelievable here at the start there, so obviously we keep her going here. Still far from over though, right?
Oh, absolutely. We've got plenty of hockey to play. But now indeed it is the Sheffield Steelers who are going to be in the role of chasers after that opening goal. Mcmillan swiftly for Williams. He couldn't get a clamp on it. And that's going to be controlled behind the Steelers net. Ben O'Connor is going to go and get some speed as he finds Crachek in stride. Crachek's feed not controlled there by Schultz. Crachek's going to get lassoed by Robert Farmer. Finally comes back for Schultz. He finds the point man, and this way for Fitzgerald. He's just going to pump it down low where Robert Farmer is trying to fiddle it away. Armstrong taking a spill. No call on the play. Now firing one is Fitzgerald. No traffic in front. I feel like Mika Weekman's going to save a lot of those.
You're not going to score from there on Meeks without some traffic, that's for sure.
Yeah, Schultz was pretty hyped up about that first goal.
Yeah, he's been itching for it, I think, for a bit here, and he's obviously been playing well there, but he's been almost more of looking for the pass first of late, so it's good.
Yeah.
He's obviously got a great shot, probably the best shot on the team, so
totally agree with you there.
Welcome him shooting the puck, that's for sure.
A lot of assists from him recently, that is for sure. As that's going to be whistled down for an icing infraction. Panthers will see come to their own end. Mika Weekman's going to be seeing it, the face-off happen to his right. That's Chris Lawrence on duty, and he's going to face off against Goss. Chris Lawrence wins. Serdic boxes out Nilsson, and now it goes for Eric Lindhagen. He'll keep it moving for Farmer, who drops in his wake. D2D feed back for Serdic. Eric Lindhagen will take it over as it slid right back across. Panthers can't find a good look on the breakout. This time they find Chris Lawrence on a vacant wing. Not vacant for long, as Goss will come and attend to him. And now it's a bit of a log jam there. And finally it's going to be whistled dead. Chris Lawrence and Robert Farm exchanging notes on the situation as the face-off comes out of the zone. We'll see Linesman drop the puck here as Brad Moran is going to contest for it. That's swung cleanly by the Sheffield Steelers' Nilson. Right back. It comes, and now the Sheffield Steelers get their engines revving through Bjorklund over for Matthew Raw. Steve Lee with a big-time block there. Dan Spang will take control. Whoa, he's got gravitating white jerseys all over him, but managed to play the puck free. That bounces on the lip of the boards and all the way back for Colton Freder. Skate to stick for Nilsson as Schultz took a spill in front of him. Played it past Schultz, the goal scorer. And now Nilsson, I think he's really got it going, but there's going to be an offside against the Sheffield Steelers. That seems to happen quite often, Wazzy. You make a little extra move before the blue line. And
exactly, then you hold up the other guys, and even if you do squeak through, the other guys are standing still, so sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
As Jeff Brown is going to bend to the task here against Armstrong. A little bit of a sticky situation, finally solved by Ollie Betteridge. Serdic links up with Logan Mcmillan in turn, and he'll return the favor for number 15. Matt Carter gets it on his blade, and off the yellow dasher for Logan Mcmillan. Ollie Betteridge turning and burning, and right back for number 39. Panthers once again waiting for a good look on the breakout. That's going to go length of the ice, but that was touched on the way there, hence icing is washed out. Ben O'Connor skate to stick as he tries to chip it out of his own zone, and does so. Once again, an icing infraction against, offside infraction against the Sheffield Steelers. Yeah, Steelers come back with speed, don't they? They're
obviously a real good team here, and you obviously want to limit their chances, that's for sure. Make sure the forwards are back checking, back pressuring the puck hard, because it obviously helps the DL, right?
And here's an interesting combination out here thrown by Corey Nielsen. We'll see how Williams fits into the lineup. Right now it's Williams, Schultz, and Robert Lakovic on this line. Lakovic will turn away and tap it back for Eric Lindhagen. This way for Steve Lee as he controls. Settling it down is Eric Lindhagen after Steve Lee feeds. Schultz will take over. Sets his sights into offensive zone, gains the blue line, then found the seam for Eric Lindhagen, but he couldn't pick it up cleanly. Yeah. Ben O'Connor joining in as he pitchforks it out of the office. Schultz keeps it moving. Goss puts on the brakes, and then geometrically there for Ben O'Connor, who's racing in. Steve Lee got a piece of that.
Good stick there by Leasy.
Schultz couldn't control it because of that. Ian Schultz, that is, the Sheffield Steelers Schultz. As Sheffield Steelers nearly found Nilsson. No icing infraction there. Steve Lee will tap it on for Dan Spang. He'll keep it moving. Brian McGrattan delicately for Chris Lawrence, but he couldn't follow up on it. Nilson will gain, but he hasn't got a lot of reinforcements, so he waits for the cavalry, spins and activates the cycle until it was short-circuited by Dan Spang. He got a stick lifted, did number 33, gets pulled down. No harm done, as Dan Spang will take care of it defensively. That puck came awfully close to his head there as well on Dan Spang, but finally goes out of play. Panthers have a chance to regroup with the defensive zone faceoff. Now, I actually just read in this particular program here.
Oh, they got the Christmas edition program, eh?
It looks awesome, and Dan Spang is featured there. He was asked, what is his best quality on the ice? He said vision. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, he's obviously got some good eyes there, and he's very patient with the puck and sort of lets the play come to him, or it opens up some seams. So, yeah, it's definitely one of his good qualities for sure. Another feature I've often heard him praised on by our colleagues is his skating. As here comes Williams with a save. Mustakov's. Yeah, he's got good edges. He likes his tight turns and all that, which sometimes is good for eluding traffic. So no, for sure, he's definitely a good skater.
As Matthew Rowe with a counter punch, it's going to be smothered by Mika Weekman. Paul Thompson indeed not happy with the Sheffield performance last night, and look, the guys in orange look to redeem themselves this evening. Armstrong lining up there with Jeff Brown. It's fiddled loose for Bjorklund. He gets past Carter. Now he's going to go behind the cage. Short side, scores! Slam dunk for Matthew Roy. Man, that was a pretty play. And the Sheffield Steelers tie it all up.
Yeah, good play there. No chance for Mika there. I don't know, is that their D-man who went all the way down? Instead of going for the wrap, he's just slid it back, and obviously a set play there with Waugh. He's great and tight there and put her up top.
Yeah, and for Matthew Roy at that kind of distance, he's not going to miss many of those.
No, exactly. Yeah, he's really strong on his stick. He's hard to defend there for sure.
So it's all tied. Sheffield Steelers no longer chasing the game. With 7:10 remaining of the opening period, it's a 1-all hockey game. Pumped in by Ben O'Connor. Chopped away by Sertic. Taken over by Hagos, but he got Eric Lindhagen over him. Now it's Ben O'Connor this way, and that's a blocker saved there by Mika Weekman. Now once again becomes a sticky situation here. Everybody's just got their shovels out digging for it. Just bodies all aligned against the apron.
Looks like Kersey lost his stick there.
And that's a tough one as well. Looks like the Sheffield Steelers are going to try to gravitate towards him if they get control. And they don't for the time being. Now they do. They're working the perimeter, and a great stick there by Jeff Brown. Carter's going to gain a stick, and he's going to check out as well. Now it's Ben O'Connor, and a great stick there in the lane.
Good stick by Sturdy there to get a whistle. The boys got tired there. What you got to do is obviously quick changes too, right? Because obviously the momentum's going back and forth. It's two good teams battling it out.
And not only that, I mean, I'm sure these guys would have plenty of legs to do the longer shifts, but they did play last night, and it was a heavy game as well. So exactly, fatigue is going to settle in at some point. So both teams, both coaches trying to manage against that. Franzen over for Fitzgerald. Mika Weekman once again making the save. Nilson and Brad Moran hatchet away at it. Schultz played it back for Dan Spang. Sends a sauce pass off the apron. Lakovic couldn't tame it down. Fitzgerald's geometrical pass right on money for Ratchuk, and then Dan Spang will reverse it for Steve Lee. This way for Schultz once again, sends a fluttering puck that's controlled at center ice at the Panthers logo by the Sheffield Steelers. Steve Lee puts on the brakes, then spins away from Ian Schultz's pressure there. Dan Spang recognizes that Sheffield Steelers are on the line change. Buys enough time for his guys to do the same.
Yeah, smart play there. Come up the ice together, right, Eagle?
Absolutely. And this is exactly what we're talking about, vision. But here comes the home run pass for Nilsson. He comes in hot. Miko Wickman with the glove save. No dice.
Yeah, big save there by Mika there.
And you got to flaunt it a little bit too. Lift that glove hand up. Then we're going to have Chris Lawrence take the face-off. Armstrong opposite of him. Serdich gets hooked there a little bit by Dowd as it gets rimmed around for Robert Farmer. He fans on his initial pass attempt, and then he's going to tap it on for Chris Lawrence, who'll slug it back for Andy Serdich. Thought about going to the D2D feed, saw the guy trying to cut it off, Dowd that is, and now it's Robert Farmer coming up. Off the glass and into the zone, Nilsson will lay it off, and then a skate to stick pickup there by Armstrong. He lowers his shoulder against Chris Lawrence, finds himself a little bit of wiggle room, finally activates Dowd on the play. Bjorklund will take over and just throw it to the vacant wing. Farmer couldn't pick it up, so it's going to be trickled back for Logan Mcmillan. Now Andy Serdich joins the play. He's got plenty of trouble here with the Steelers forecheckers, but managed to finagle his way through. And now the Steelers are in control amidst the line change here as well. Getting a tip on it was Matthew Raw, no icing on the play. Serdich faked the forehand rim around and went with the backhand, but it didn't work out as Matthew Raw operating in tight quarters. Finds Ben O'Connor in point position, they slide it across. Quick shot in, Mcmillan took that off his left leg. That was a stinger. Once more in, but that's going to be wide of the net. Ben O'Connor with a pinch in, successful as well, but the second attempt much better there for Schultz, even though it's still kept in. One-timer there by Goss. He's going to pump it wide. Panthers need a stoppage or something here. Goss controlling it. Then Matthew Raw chops it in front. They score! It's Colton Freder right from the goal mouth. And you had a feeling this was going to happen. Panthers were hemmed in their zone for quite a while.
Yeah, I don't even know exactly what happened there. Obviously, yeah, long shift and guys didn't get it out.
And the Steelers flip-flop the score around here. They're now ahead by 1 goal.
Like a funny play there. The guy just threw it on net from behind the goal line, sort of popped out to the wide open. Was it Freder scored there?
Yeah, that's right. Both of their goals scored from very close proximity, that's for sure. This angle doesn't favor seeing what happened, but do you think it could have popped off the goal frame there?
Yeah, it's obviously hard to tell, quick play and whatnot, but either way, it was a long shift, and that's sort of what happens. You get hemmed in there, and they're a good team. They're going to get their chances. Looks like we have a power play here, so
yeah.
Good answer back here.
I was going to just say, speaking of chances, Panthers are going on the power play. I believe that's Armstrong going for a trip. Just confirming that. Pardon me, Debian even. And with 3:03 remaining in the opening period, Panthers have a 2-minute power play. They're going to look to cash in. Brad Moran bends to the task against Goss. 2 guys already met on the face-off dot this evening. Steve Lee puts on the brakes. Over for Robert Farmer, a couple of shoulder fakes. Finally right back for Steve Lee. Sends a delicate one in. Mustakov's had to sprawl out to save it though. Wickman will control, and he'll reverse the flow. Steve Lee likewise. And now it's Schultz carrying the mail through center. Activates Moran on the play, but turned over. Batted by Steve Lee for Schultz. Lee regains. And with a relay back for Schultz. Schultz finds his skating lane.
Had slid it through there.
Schultz looked very dangerous on that indeed. Then a one-timer there by Chris Lawrence and a pad save. That looked like a tasty rebound, but no one there to hack it in. Bjorklund doing well to waste some time. As the Sheffield Steelers look to be now controlling the play amidst the unit change there by Coach Corey Nielson. Lee swiftly for Williams, skate to stick pickup there by number 93. Carter will keep it going. And he runs into trouble there. Bodies flying around, and finally Sheffield Steelers pump it out to center. Dan Spang changes sides for Williams once again. With a backhand feed for Matt Carter, who joins the act. And a quick save there, and Williams in front. Oh, I don't know how he didn't score that. Did Mustakovs get to it? That is some save.
No, puck was there on the pads there and just missed it. Good effort by the boys there for sure.
Panthers still have 5 seconds remaining to operate. As it's going to be golfed in by Dan Spang. And a big check there by Brian McGradden against Fitzgerald. McGradden tapped it down low. That's Lakovic for Sertic at point position. He relays one in. It's going to be tipped, but it also got deflected to the right of Mustakovs and wide of the target. Now it's a big old rugby scrum over there. Finally, it's going to go for Ollie Betteridge. Knee hockey there, but he couldn't activate his man on point position. Sheffield Steelers on a counterpunch. Debien, fresh from the penalty box, puts on the brakes and takes a nice shot, but couldn't get it to go past.
Yeah, good save there by Mika. Tried to shoot it through his screen there.
Absolutely. Great point there. Sertic will find Eric Lindhagen. 12 seconds remaining of regulation in the first period here. And now it's Nilsson tapping ahead for Nilsson. They're coming back with speed. Wakeman with another critical save. Especially towards the end of this period, Wakeman has kept the Panthers' damage to quite a minimum here.
Yeah, you knew it was going to be a back and forth affair, and obviously, yeah, pretty entertaining first period, that's for sure. Momentum swings as expected with two top teams going at it.
Absolutely. That's Nielson and Chris Lawrence. Lawrence is going to win that face-off to pad his stats. And that's all she wrote, folks, for the opening period. Steelers lead 2-1. And here we go, folks. The second stanza is about to get underway here at the National Ice Center. 2-1 is the score in favor of the visitors, the Sheffield Steelers. Matthew Rock, Colton Freder on the board. And Schultz for the GMB Nottingham Panthers. That's Armstrong on duty against Chris Lawrence. A little bit of sticky situation finally solved by the Panthers. Mcmillan will tap it back as Andy Sertic retraces his steps. Mcmillan taking over. And then he relays over for Farmer. He got a tip on it, so it's going to come right back. And now it's Colton Freder taking a shot. Mika Wakeman tested early. That's Chris Lawrence moving through center as Robert Farmer trying to finagle his way through. Pitchforked in by Robert Farmer, delayed offside. Everybody tagged up. Raw plays it delicately at a fluttering puck settled down by Logan Mcmillan. Quill will swipe it on forward as Robert Farmer will bring it, or try to bring it right back in until Armstrong managed to pump it back to his D-man. Now it's Colton Freder turning and burning, entering hot into the zone. A nice little move there past Lindhagen on the backhand. Whew. Colton Freder, that was quite an end of a shift for him. Putting on the brakes is Eric Lindhagen. Finds number 39, Logan Mcmillan. He'll use the corner bend, and right back for the Swede it comes. Logan Mcmillan controlled and finds Brad Moran in stride. He gets it down low. Finally comes into point position, but between the two D-men, and they can't control it. Weekman out there to lay it up, as Schultz will get a looper in through center. Brad Moran nearly had a couple chances to toe drag it free, but it's hard to settle down a wobbling puck like that. Nilsson leaves it for Nelson, and then he's going to fire wide. Jeff Brown has some momentum here. What a play there by number 16, and taps it once more for Matt Carter. Wow, that would look like quite some play, and now back the other way come the Sheffield Steelers. A little fake there by Fitzgerald, and he couldn't get it to go. End-to-end action here, folks. Fitzgerald is going to swipe it into the crowd. Yeah, let's just go through that. A couple of great plays there. Firstly by Brownie there as well.
Yeah, Brownie made a nice move, a little chip past the carts, and almost worked out for us. And then I don't know what happened. I don't know how Fitzy as a D-man got a breakaway, but maybe luckily it was him.
Speaking of that, when was the last time you were on a breakaway? Do you remember that?
I don't even know. That's how far it's been.
Very rare opportunity.
Probably back in the old Asian League.
Yeah, I heard you scored a couple goals there too.
Yeah, I did all right back there.
As Dan Spang will relay it on for Logan Mcmillan. Completing a triangle is Matt Carter. Dan Spang crisply ahead for Brown, and Ollie Betteridge will take control. He plays it past Zach Fitzgerald, puts on the brakes, and over for Dan Spang. Plays the angle of the boards. I think Betteridge was partially tied up there, but finally got free and managed to play it back for Spang. Spang will do the same. As now Carter all over Dowd. Managed to just lodge it free enough until Armstrong lassoed Jeff Brown over to a vacant wing, and that's Zach Fitzgerald in control. That's a long stretch pass right on the money for Robert Dowd, and he nearly pulled it off past the two D-men, but Logan Mcmillan proving enough of a roadblock to stop him. And a funny bounce off the stanchion, and it comes, and Dowd couldn't finish it off. If I saw it correctly, it came off that Zamboni door. Zamboni doors usually are funny.
Yeah, that's something you realize when you play here every day. A lot of wraps in practice just pop out there, and it can be tough as a D-man and a goalie to get those.
Indeed, the National Ice Center board, it's almost, well, actually they did give a gift for Robert Dowd and the Sheffield Steelers, but didn't work out that time on the scoreboard. That's won by the Sheffield Steelers, and now we're going to work it around. Below the goal line they go through Goss with a backhand to the slot. Brian McGrath managed to just brush it away. Robert Farmer gets the pass, and he'll tap it on ahead for Brian McGrath, and that's going to be offside. Chris Lawrence couldn't quite do the splits far enough to make that play onside. Face-off in front of the Panthers bench. It's Nilson versus Chris Lawrence. A couple of guys who certainly know their way around the dot. One there by Nilson. Quill will receive, a recent addition to the Sheffield Steelers from their championship-winning team last season. Chris Lawrence with the backhand tried to wedge it on for Robert Farmer. That's going to pop free for Schultz, and he will squirt it forward for Nilson there. That's Mike Crachek, another D-man, very deep in the attacking zone. Pumped in there by Eric Lindhagen, wide of the target. Panthers complete a partial line change as Quill will settle it down with a feed for Schultz. Up ahead it goes for Nilson, but it's been a long shift here for Nilson. Must be running somewhat low on fuel. Search with the backhand for Eric Lindhagen. Williams couldn't get control as the apron not giving a good bounce there. Weekman making the big save there as well. Serdich with the backhand couldn't quite get it all the way out. Now it's mishandled, and Raw as well as Phillips are going to go chase for it. Williams hot on the forecheck. Joining him is Steven Schultz. Successfully, I might add. Here he comes short side, and that's a good save there by Mustakovs. Schultz is looking hot here. A couple of nice stick handling moves with the fake. Gets over for Dan Spang. One more there by Steve Lee. And just wide of the goal. Schultz managed to siphon it there. Williams had his one-timer loaded, but it got thwarted on the way there, and because of that, it's Bjorklund moving it up ice. Leaves in his wake for Matthew Raw, already scored a goal this game. I think he's actually fight short of a Gordie Howe. Steve Lee to take over. In concert there with Dan Spang as he returns the favor. Matt Carter completing the triangle play there. Now Dan Spang right in the money for Ollie Betteridge. Great pickup there by number 74, and he was in some prime real estate there. He had his feet moving there to get a good opportunity too. Wakeman will reverse it up the half wall. Zach Fishel waits for the point position, gets it. He found a shooting lane, but Wakeman found a pad there to stop it. Lee will play it up ice as Matt Carter plays it back. Steve Lee got taken rudely to the boards by Debian, and he's going to be called for an interference infraction here. As far as momentum changers go, a goal will be pretty big here.
Yep, look to capitalize here on this power play. I think that was just a little bit of a mental lapse for that guy. He took about 20 strides and hit him a couple seconds late, so hopefully we can capitalize on it here.
And we'll see who Corey Nielsen has deployed. You'll see Williams at point position along with Dan Spang. That's won by Alex Nikiforuk, but slightly too cleanly. So it's basically the Matt Carter, Jeff Brown duo out there with Alex Nikiforuk. And now Williams with a couple nice moves there. Corey Nielsen already praised him for his puck control. And you see right there why. Exhibit A. Dan Spang revving up the engine, and then he finds Williams. Chris passed right on the money for Matt Carter. Carter changed sides, and finally Spang helped him out. Poked away by Mustakovs, and that's going to be hammered all the way out of the zone by Quill. Williams finds Nikiforuk. He's got some racing track here. Lose an edge on the way there. Then Dan Spang and from high slot area just fired it wide. That was a headhunter. Spang gains the feed from Williams. He's been over a minute on the ice for this power play. And then he's going to check out. Brad Moran stationed at the near half wall. He's going to try to get a centering pass going, and did through an aerial route. Colton Freder unable to clear. Quill, however, is, and he's going to go check out. 33 seconds remaining on the Panthers' man advantage. Steve Lee doing the heavy lifting as he passes on the torch for Steven Schultz. Schultz looks to be on fire here today as he just pumped one off the pad of Mustakovs. Moran gets taken to the boards as Schultz takes over, plays it off the goal frame. Franzen trying to keep tabs on him. Brad Moran leaves in his wake for Schultz. Couple of drop passes there. Once again for Schultz to a vacant Steve Lee. That puck just exploded off his blade. Farmer for Brad Moran. Steelers back to full strength. Schultz played it with a high stick. No stoppage in play as Debian was the subsequent player to touch the puck. Now Matthew Raw, he's got way too much room here and takes a shot and a violent bounce on him. Wakeman with a fantastic split save there. Wow. Number 20 getting it done. Then back the other way, Ollie Betteridge trying to toe drag it free. Robert Farmer is on duty. Betteridge puts on the brakes, and he found himself a little bit of room away from Bjorklund, then taking the shot wide is Lakovic. Lindhagen with a slap pass backdoor. Brian McGrattan pumping the puck towards the cage. It's going to bounce on the lip of the boards. And finally, it's going to trickle free for Dowd. Nilsson couldn't get a clamp on it. Steelers are going to move it around to point position for Bjorklund. Then a one-timer there by Quill. Escorted to the boards is Robert Dowd by Eric Lindhagen. But here comes Nilsson with the backhand. Then Hagos backdoor. Nobody there for Steelers. But now it's an odd man rush back the other way. Lakovic for Brian McGrattan with the move. Number 13. Couldn't get the backhand to go. He was all tied up. Nilsson, full speed back the other way. Dowd tries to make the move. And now it's Matt Carter. We just talked about the long reach of number 17. He loses the handle on it and it's out of play. James, that whole little flow of play there, that was something else.
Whew. I'm tired just watching that.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple good chances there. Brian McGrattan couldn't quite get the finishing touch. Did it look like he had some defensive pressure on him from here?
Yeah, they were back checking him pretty good. Wrapped up his stick right there at the last minute.
This is some exciting hockey, folks. More exciting for the Panthers fans if the boys in black and gold could get this to go. And Williams going in, just fired it wide. Number 93 looking really sharp in the last few shifts here. And now it's a bit of a tangle up here. Finally, it's going to squirt loose for Ratchuk. Once again, a D-man out on the attack. Wakeman with the save. The rebound not tamed by the Panthers. So it's Nilsson siphoning it over. I think that was Fitzgerald trying to filter one through. Pinching in is Franzen. Gets it past Carter, but not past Jeff Brown, who will take over. He lowers his shoulder, plays it off the apron, and is going to go chasing for it. That buys enough time for his running mates to go for a change. Fitzgerald right on the money for Schultz. He'll table it to the center, but Nielson couldn't get a touch on it. Brad Moran gathering speed, taps it ahead. Skate to stick pick up there by Schultz. Leaves it for Axel Nikiforuk in the prime goal-scoring area. His stick broke. Can you believe it, folks? And now it's an odd man rush back the other way. Eric Lindhagen fakes the forehand clearing attempt, then spins around and finds Schultz. Dan Spang will link up there with Lindhagen, who connects the dots with Schultz, or at least he tried. Matthew Rock coming in. That's going to ramp up off his stick, and it's out of play. Then Colton Fern and Eric Lindhagen going at it. A couple of face washes there. Well, I think neither of them really have a history of dropping the mitts or anything like that, so I think face washes is all it's going to be. Looks like the referee is going to be content to just kind of let that go. As the faceoff comes in front of the Sheffield Steelers penalty box. Hagos and Chris Lawrence rendezvous at the dot. Phillips got a tap on it, but it came back for Eric Lindhagen. Now it's Chris Lawrence on duty. Brian McGrattan will take over. Sends a tamed one in towards the net, but gains an offensive zone faceoff for the Panthers. And now it's the BBH line, as coined, along with my co-commentator, Big Body Hockey. You right, Dims?
Yep, I think they call themselves that.
Oh, really? Skate to stick pick up there by Debian. He's going to fire it wide. Brian McGrattan nearly got some contact there against Ben O'Connor. Definitely got contact on the block. And now it's Chris Lawrence weaving in. Exchanges with Robert Farmer, then throws it to a vacant point position. Taking a shot was Logan Mcmillan. And Debian, while prone, managed to get it out of the zone. Nikiforuk gets the feed, takes the shot, and Mustakovs will freeze. Once again, it's Williams, Nikiforuk, and Robert Lakovic out there. Comes to point position, then quick one Fired in by Srdjic. Mustakovs goes and chases out for it. Snags it, and he will freeze. Face off to the left of Mustakovs. Nikiforuk out there on the right wing of Williams. Then Srdjic taking a shot. I think it did hit Mustakovs, or perhaps the Zach Fishel, the D-man. Then Nilsson takes a shot. He put some pepper on it, but he fired it wide. Nikiforuk fails on the clearing attempt. Andy Srdjic trying to mop it up, but the Sheffield Steelers now nearly had a prime goal-scoring opportunity there with Franzen. Lakovic gets his wheels moving. Tried a delicate pass there for Jason Williams. Couldn't quite link up with him. This time does. And he connects the dots there with Logan Mcmillan. Takes a shot, a rebound. Hacked that by Lakovic. Matt Carter was on duty there as well. Williams couldn't get the feet to go as Robert Dowd short-circuited it. Dan Spang changes sides. He regains possession from Logan Mcmillan. Ollie Betteridge teed up for Matt Carter, who revs in. Ollie Betteridge takes a shot, and I don't think Mustakovs was entirely square on that shot. Either way, he got a toe on it. Crachek with the backhand. Weekman absorbs it and makes the save. Face off to the left of Nottingham Panthers netminder. As Armstrong is going to glide in for duty. He's got Jeff Brown opposite of him, as those two are going to joust for possession. Brown took a high stick there. Held his face, and now it's Ollie Betteridge on the forecheck. A defensive cycle here by the Sheffield Steelers, and now it's Bjorklund. Good first pass, right on the money. This way for Phillips, who joins the equation here. Armstrong gets it on his backhand. Chris Lawrence managed to short-circuit that whole thing there. And now it's Jeff Brown trying to make the move around Phillips. It's coming in hot through a body there on Armstrong too. Lawrence likewise at the corner boards here. Bjorklund couldn't fiddle it free. Now it's Robert Farmer. Takes the shot, and that's going to be gloved down by Mustakovs. Thus far, a scoreless middle period here at the National Ice Center. Score still remains 2-1 in favor of the visitors, Sheffield Steelers. Schultz comes in, rifled one towards the cage, but it got blocked. Now they fight for it at the corner boards. Slid up the half wall. Colton Freder misplayed it. Either Steven Schultz or Brad Moran could bring it in cleanly to the zone. Finally, they do. Ben O'Connor puts a stick on that passing lane. Slides back for Andy Srdjic. He's got Matthew Raw as the first layer of pressure. Sheffield Steelers set up their trap. Lindhagen will tap it across for Srdjic out of his cage to tee it up for Quill was Mustakovs. Quill will slug it on to his left. Pass right on the money for Hagos. He moves in diagonally into the zone. He's got Alex Nikiforuk keeping tabs on him. Raw will try to drag it off the woodwork and instead just tapped it for Colton Freder. Franzen unsuccessful keeping in. Whoa, Lakovic. He's got the afterburners on here. And then Williams coming in hot. He's got a backdoor attempt there. Once more takes a shot. Couldn't just get it to go there. Spang gloves it down and plays it back on a hinge for Mcmillan. That's wired forward by Brown for Nikiforuk to chase. Lakovic over for Spang. They move it that way for Logan Mcmillan. Changing the point of attack, there's Logan Mcmillan. Tries to send in a 50-50 battle for Fitzgerald and Brown to pursue, but number 28 getting the better of that time. Now it's Steelers captain Jonathan Phillips rifling around with a boomerang pass for Debian, who reverses. Jeff Brown throwing a hit there. That's going to click off the skate of Matt Carter. Short side bid there by Debian. Weekman had the reverse VH there to snuff him. Ollie Bedrich blows a tire on the way there. Now it's Weekman out of the cage to play. Skate to stick pickup there by Mcmillan. He's going to send it the length of the ice. Corralled by Phillips.
Oh no.
And then Armstrong coming in. He's got a little gift here. And I think Dan Spang might have gotten a skate on it in the end. Mcmillan trying to hound down Armstrong. Armstrong takes a shot, however. Weekman stared to his right, and now it's Nilson in control at the corner boards. Over this way for a Coil. Finds a shooting lane. Bodies flying around in the slot, Mcmillan especially, as well as Nilson. Now it's an odd man rush back the other way. But Farmer can't connect the dots with McGradden as it was interrupted by Ben O'Connor. Once more a shot comes in. That's Nilson in control. Here come the Steelers once more. Weekman makes the save against Dowd. In tight quarters, that's Nilson. Dan Spang not giving him any extra breathing room out there as the guys in the traveling whites are controlling the perimeter of the Panthers zone. Farmer once again, no stick there. And accordingly, Steelers try to gravitate their attack around him. McGradden got a touch on it. But now here comes the stretch pass for Schultz. That is going to be offside. Are they going to call him for it? Or are just giving a warning? I'm assuming they're talking about taking a shot after the play was dead.
Yeah, maybe just a little slap on the wrist there.
Yeah, I think that was a kind of don't do it again type of thing. Hence the face-off comes into the Steelers zone. Now it will be completely different had the shot been on goal. I think that's a pretty clear-cut penalty there.
Yeah, that's a big no-no.
But that went wide, so he's just going to get a slap on the wrist, as you say. As Brad Moran and Jared Hagos fighting for it, one cleanly by Panthers captain. Lindhagen filtered one through. Schultz had his stick tied up there by Fitzgerald, couldn't pursue it in time, but now it's the Sheffield Steelers gathering momentum through Crachek. With the backhand, Schultz couldn't display his hand-eye coordination by batting it out. But now it's Lakovic taking it over. Little drop pass there for Brad Moran, who threads the needle for Eric Lindhagen. He goes around the cage, and Brad Moran and Steven Schultz, neither of them could get a good shot away. That's going to click off Schultz's skate. And then Brad Moran tried to swipe one through. It's Hagos controlling it, while Fitzgerald had Brad Moran all enclosed on the ice. The rimming attempt never came around, so Sertic finds Schultz in stride. He spins with a pickup, and that's a great stick lift, but it was offside as indicated by the linesman. Looks like the face-off is coming in the Panthers zone. It's Jeff Brown out there with Matt Carter, Ollie Bedrich, a line we've been accustomed to seeing for a fair few games now. It clicks, unfortunately for this, not in favor for the Steelers, and then it's Bedrich with the backhand. Jeff Brown coming in hot. Bjorklund couldn't get a good clamp on it either. That's Nilsson absorbing a hit and finally managed to finagle it free for Bjorklund. That pass right in the money for Raw, moved crisply around for Colton Freder. They zip it around to the slot once more. The Steelers look to cash in. Raw couldn't get a good handle on it. Finds his D-man. Nice little backhand deflection to steer for Roy. Weekman equal to the task on that bid. And now Nikiforik's going to go chasing for it. He's going to wait for the cavalry to come. Finds Brown. As Panthers complete the partial line change. Colton Freder coming in hot, tried to toe drag around Dan Spang. He did not have any eyes for the puck, just went for the body. As Nikiforik out for Farmer. Now it's Williams behind the cage. He looks so dangerous from there, but this time couldn't get it to go. Spang will glove it down for himself. Fans on the feed, but then it's Williams with the drop pass for Nikiforik. Oh, he's found Steve Lee in stride, but the buzzer sounds. Even had it gone in, I'm not sure if it would have counted. Either way, Panthers and the second period with a good chance. 2-1 is still the score.
The Sheffield Steelers 2.
And here we go, folks. The third stanza is about to get underway here at the National Ice Center. Steelers still lead 2-1. We'll see if Corey Nielson has had a few words for the guys in black and gold to kind of get the boys to regroup here and try to dig themselves out of this 1-goal deficit. Comes in clear, and then pouncing on it is Armstrong. He exchanges that way, and then a big shot there by Quill, but he's just going to fire it wide. Ben O'Connor drags it off the woodwork, takes a shot. Chris Lawrence blocking that one. That looked like a stinger. Little alley-oop pass, but Robert Farmer can't get there in time. Quill will put on the brakes as Panthers will complete a line change. Lee takes it back over for Schultz, and now it's Brian McGrattan trying to fill it forward. That's Phillips gathering some speed, throws it to no one in particular. It's going to go length of the ice. Yeah. 19:08, still remaining of regulation. We'll see what the Panthers can cook up here. Brad Moran just having a couple words with the linesman there. He's going to clue up Williams on his intentions off the face-off here. I think what Brad Moran was having a word.
I don't know what the holdup is here, eh, Eagle?
I think they had the wrong guy. Phillips was trying to tag in for Matthew Raw, and the veteran Brad Moran was the one who told them off, so that's a sharp eye. That's won by Williams. Lindhagen controls, and he'll rim it around for Williams to chase, but Bjorklund got a piece of it. Operating tight quarters was Colton Freder. Couldn't swipe it free. Schultz loses control of the puck, and now it's the Sheffield Steelers on the counterpunch with goal scorer Colton Freder. Lindhagen will steer him into the boards, however. That's fired wide. Lindhagen and Colton Freder still all tangled up, but now it's Williams as he gains the zone. Tries to go with a fancy move around Fitzgerald, couldn't get it to go. Gets a stick lifted there by number 28. Then the backhand feed for Schultz. Unfortunately came off his boot, and now a corner battle ensues. Schultz gets muscled off the puck. Steve Lee gets it. Nearly linking up with...
Nice try there, nice look. Just
little tap-tap play.
Yeah.
Nottingham Panthers certainly had a statement shift out here as Debian fires right into Steve Lee. He looks none worse for wear. And now it's Nilson with the backhand for Fitzgerald. He'll shovel it in. Steve Lee is going to go use the cage as leverage. Sheffield Steelers complete a line change there. Lee swings it on for Dan Spang. He's got some fresh legs after the second intermission. Takes a shot, and Mustakovs makes a save.
Shot there.
Spang getting it all done. Betteridge reverses for Jeff Brown. He lowers his shoulders as number 16, but he got double teamed. Over to point position for Mcmillan to control. A boomerang pass there by number 39 for pinching Dan Spang. Steelers having a hard time to diffuse the pressure, but finally do as the Panthers go for a line change. Getting his legs moving through center, and now in the offensive zone is Robert Dowd. Oh, he looks sneaky, does number 75. With the handoff for Nilsson, Dowd regains, but he's got Chris Lawrence pressuring. Can't seem to get to the home plate area, if you will. Great work there by Chris Lawrence all around. Mcmillan with the first pass for Lakovic. Finds Nikiforuk in stride. Ooh, Nikiforuk puts on the brakes. And there's going to be a penalty, and it's going to go against Phillips. Davy Phillips looks like he's going to hit the box. Nikiforuk drawing a penalty.
Here we go, eh?
A big power play. And that's something Nikiforuk's been doing quite a bit. Not taking penalties, but drawing penalties.
Yeah,
and that's a skill as well, isn't it?
Oh, exactly, for sure. He's a hard worker there. Always gets into the nitty-gritty there. And usually you hang on to the puck, something's going to happen there.
We'll see what this lineup can do. Chris Lawrence, Brad Moran, Robert Farmer, as well as Steven Schultz and Steve Lee. A couple of Steves hanging out at point position right now. Farmer had a stick tied up there. Schultz plays it down low for Moran. Then it's Robert Farmer, looks for a seam, and takes a shot. It's going to deflect out of play, and it stays in the zone for a face-off. Both teams leaving their units out there with 1:51 remaining for the Panthers' man advantage. Moran can't dig it free, so Fitzgerald will swing it on around, and it's going to be rifled the length of the ice here. Weekman will tee it up, so will Schultz for Steve Lee, and now he regains. That's Brad Moran with the puck, putting a clamp on it here. Entry. Very clean. Found some real estate there to work with at number 14. Thought about the shot, then finds Steve Lee. He had plenty of breathing room there, and they're going to hack at the rebound there, and now it's all going off here. If I saw correctly, Zach Fishel and Robert Farmer getting engaged. Correct me if I'm wrong, Wazzy, but we both watched Robert Farmer last year, and a lot of the times in those situations he'd end up with a roughing minor. This year, not so much the case.
No, it's good. Obviously, you got to watch it, especially in a tight game like this. You're on the power play. You don't want to get an extra one and even it up too, right? So he's relaxed a bit. He's a father now, so maybe that has something to do with it.
That might
be a real good year, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. As Weekman will set it up for Dan Spang. He's got his Rockets here with him as Williams, a couple stick handling moves as well, weaves in very delicately into the zone. Reverse for Williams once again. That's Schultz, he's running out of real estate. And that's gonna send Dan Spang back to get it. 53 seconds remaining of the Panthers' man advantage. Matt Carter just tried to feed it forward. Couldn't, and it's gonna be cleared. Goes to the other side of the river. That's Dan Spang setting his sights for the offensive zone. Schultz moves in with a backhand for Brian McGrattan. He's going to tee up the big slap shot. Good, tasty rebound, no one there.
Yeah.
That plays onside as Hagos finds Freder. Freder, he's getting double teamed by Lindhagen and Lakovic. Finally, those two solve him. Sertic dragging off the woodwork, and he reverses. 9 seconds remaining of the man advantage. Lindhagen doing the heavy lifting through center, then finds Lakovic in stride. He gets his stick lifted and returns it for Lindhagen.
Oh, hit the net.
Takes the shot, but couldn't get it to go. That's the Steelers on the counter punch. Weekman might have even made that save, perhaps off his mask or shoulder or somewhere up high. And now Ollie Betteridge gets...
Good play there by Ollie. Take a hit to chip it out.
Absolutely, take the hit to make the play. And Debian is quite a hitter too, so the mere mortal would feel a little bit nervous, as now it's Chris Lawrence getting it from Robert Farmer. He gets double teamed, but he's hard to rip off the puck.
Yeah.
Lawrence gets it after Farmer feed. He'll bulldoze over Ben O'Connor, that is. As Bjorklund moving into the offensive zone. He gets wedged in by Steve Lee. Drops the puck for Jeff Brown to collect. He'll chip the disc forward. And Ben Connor, he's got to keep an eye on his rearview mirrors there. Chris Lawrence was coming in hot. Speaking of, high slot, and Mustakov makes the pad save. I don't think Larry got all of that one.
Oh. Just threw a changeup at him, but it almost went in.
Crachek with a nice couple moves there. Finagles his way to the offensive zone. Now it's Armstrong, and you could hear that puck hit the leather.
Great save there by Mika there.
Oh yeah. He's stopped a lot of pucks through 40 minutes of play, 27 shots fired at him. He's only let in 2, and both of those from very, very close range. Armstrong meeting up with Brad Moran for the face-off. That's one there by number 24, Dan Spang. Will siphon on for Matt Carter. Oh, what a pickup there by number 17. Finds Brad Moran atop the circle. Jace Quill took the brunt of it with his blade. Moran once again for Williams. It's Dan Spang rifling it. It looked like that went off Quill. Out it comes, but Panthers still in possession. Looking for another avenue to get back into the zone as they complete a partial line change. Spang with the DDD feed with Serdic, and they'll do it all over again. Schultz picks it up with his backhand and siphons it back for Spang. Now it's Nikiforuk with a sharp angle bid. Now Panthers are retreating as Sheffield Steelers with an odd man rush. Taking the shot is Dowd. Wakeman with a blocker save. Schultz generating some speed. Nikiforuk finds Schultz once again. And there's going to be a penalty. It's going to go against the Sheffield Steelers. I believe it's going to go against Nilsson here. And he's having a knee hit even, kneeing there. Nilsson giving him the old what for.
Oh, we need one here, eh, Eddie?
Yeah, there's a second chance right here. 11:49 remaining. Nelson's gonna sit a deuce. That's one by Jeff Brown. Big slap shot there by Williams. He got deflected wide. Matthew Roy taking over, short-handed. He's got Armstrong with him too, but opts to call his own number. Wakeman makes the save. And watch this, I think, did Ross say something to Wakeman?
Oh, I think he sort of did a backhand and swiped at it.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, Wakeman does not like that whatsoever. He's gonna give it a little shot right back at him. Yeah, I think you're right. That's what Wakeman is signaling to the referee. Oh, and check it out. Now it's Farmer and Raw. Whoa! Here we go. Rivalry is very much alive.
About eight guys out there right now.
Oh yeah. This almost escalated out of control. Yeah, and there Raw, he's gonna go get the gate. He doesn't like it, but he's going to have to sit down. Now it's going to be a little bit of a conference. Brad Moran representing the Panthers. It's Phillips talking to the Zebras. And if I'm interpreting correctly, Panthers have a 5-on-3 if no more penalties are called. Paul Thompson does not like it.
Yeah. 5-on-3 here, Eagle.
And for 1 minute and 45 seconds nonetheless, that's a lot of 5-on-3 time. Panthers definitely been given a big opportunity here. We'll see how they cash in. The building is behind them, that's for sure. Now it just needs a guy to step up in a clutch moment like this. Entrusted out there was Brad Moran with a face-off. Then backdoor, Brad Moran tried to hack at it. He couldn't get it to go. Mustakovs.
Great pass. Good play by Mo there, just getting up on it.
And whilst the guys on the ice are emotionally invested, you seem to be as well. You're on the edge of your seat for that one.
Yeah.
That was a close chance. Let's see if the Panthers get one more to go. 1:38 remaining of the 5-on-3 time. Williams for Schultz. Fakes the slapper, then activates Dan Spang. He relays once more, then Williams backdoor, just ricocheted wide of the cage. Dan Spang once again in control. That's Schultz who puts a clamp on it. Williams once again activated, tried to go short side, but just missed the target. Spang will drag it off the woodwork, change the point of attack. For Schultz, they table with Williams, and Schultz scored! That's the second of the game, and what a snipe! That was unreal. Plenty of traffic in front. That's a clutch goal.
Oh yeah, great shot there. Obviously threw a couple of screens there, but he picked his spot. Nice play. The thing is, we still got a minute 21 here on the PP here. See if we get another one here.
Exactly. Game is tied, and now we need a game-winning goal. Little bit of a delay here. Both teams having a talk with their respective coaches. Sheffield trying to regroup, Panthers trying to ride the momentum. Goss and Chris Lawrence meet up for the face-off, won by number 18. That's Steve Lee changing it this way for Schultz. He weaves into zone, but indeed. Whoa, Hagos took a shot at Schultz after he went offside. And Schultz is not going to like that. It's getting pretty wild out here. You'd imagine Steelers might be getting a minor for that. And with 10:47 remaining, Panthers. Oh yeah, I think Schultz is getting one too. I think he's getting chirped at the bench, or perhaps it was just Hagos. Looks like it's going to be matching penalties, judging by where the players are seating themselves. So Wazzy matching minors, no harm done, but at the same time, Panthers have their one of their top power play guys in the box.
Kind of, obviously, their player obviously did a little bump after the whistle though, and obviously emotions are going, and took them both though. So, like you're saying, yeah, it sucks that obviously Schultz is off the ice, but at least both are gone.
Steelers win the face-off. That's Lee over for Williams. Williams getting an apple on that previous goal as well. As Steve Lee will take over. Williams comes right back to it. Robert Farmer sets his sights to the defensive zone and gains. Coils try to wedge him out, but now it's Steve Lee at point position, changing the point of attack. Once more for Steve Lee. Fakes the slap shot. Phillips went on one knee trying to block it. Moran siphons it for Robert Farmer at backdoor. They're going to slash and hack and whack at it, but couldn't get it to go.
Nice try there, a little jam play, but...
Wazzy, obviously, as you mentioned, Justin Williams coming in, a little bit of jet lag, trying to just refine his timing, all that. Is it surprising at all to see him on that crucial power play? On that?
Oh, no. I think he sort of took Schultz's spot because their power play was hot there, but it's sort of the same type of player there. They're both patient. They both obviously have a good shot, good vision and whatnot. So I think as it goes here, he's going to play a lot more as it goes, and he's obviously doing a great job so far.
And then Nicky Forick tries to take a quick one in. Brown finds Lindhagen at the near half wall. He wired it to Dan Spang, took it right back, then a couple of attempts there in tight, once more, and is just sent over the target. Man in the crease called against the Nottingham Panthers.
The cash prize pool, the prize £2,268 goes to ticket number 3899. 3899 is your winning ticket tonight in the 50-50 draw in Brindisi. £2,268 for prize.
Face off in front of the Sheffield Steelers penalty box. Brown representing the Panthers at the dot. Armstrong opposite of him. They're going to have a little redo here. Possession so key, especially with only 5 seconds remaining of the man advantage for the Nottingham Panthers. Matthew Roy gets unleashed from the box, and he's going to go try to hound down the puck. Now it's Armstrong, the first layer of pressure against Lindhagen. Skate to stick pick up there by Carter, and he'll relay it back. It's offered for Brian McGrath, and he got a temp on it, hence no icing on the play. Phillips coming in hot. Brown was coming even hotter. Definitely an emotionally charged game. Carter reverses for Eric Lindhagen. Picked up there by Dan Spang. Sends a little delicate sauce there for Chris Lawrence. He's being watched there by Zach Fitzgerald. And then his feet short-circuited there by Robert Dowd. Gets his stick lifted, does Robert Dowd. Drop off there for Fitzgerald, and a tip in front there by Nilson, just wide of the target. Point position, once more, and that went off the goal frame. That's Nilson with the backhand. Dowd will come and pick it up. Over to the slot, no one home there for the Steelers. McGrattan was for the Panthers, and he managed to clear. Fitzgerald with a quick pass for Nilson. He'll return the favor. Then he'll just shovel it in deep, down low into the trenches, but a stoppage in play called against the Sheffield Steelers. Goss and Schultz both making their way back as icing infraction was spotted. I think Mcmillan's going to have his skates undergo that sweet stick treatment. Moran tried to take a shot, quick off the face-off. Now it's Quill, delicately up front. I think Colton Feder might have gotten a touch on it. Steve Lee parked here and exchanges with Eric Lindhagen. Can't find a good look. And finally they do. It's tipped in by Ollie Bedridge. He kind of lost the handle on it and he's in hot pursuit now. Matthew Raw against Steve Lee. Then it's Armstrong joining in on this little race. 100-meter dash, folks. Williams gets dispossessed there by Ben O'Connor. Then recovers well by short-circuiting Armstrong's bid. Lowers his shoulder against Colton Freder. Then a little bit of a slap pass for Matthew Raw. Well read there by Dan Spang. Panthers can't touch that because would have been otherwise a hand pass against Dan Spang.
Yeah, it looked like that. It was a good play, so wanted to advance the puck, but
yeah, exactly.
Could have gone either way, I guess. Oh, almost offside there.
Bjorklund just waiting for his troops to get onside, and that shot was blocked by Dan Spang's blade. That's muscled out of there by Logan Mcmillan, forced this way for Bjorklund. Now Weekman playing with his backhand, slashed away by Spang, looking for that backdoor play. Chris Lawrence just managed to strip him off, and the alley-oop couldn't quite link up there with Robert Farmer. Nikiforuk, so delicate. Then it's Chris Lawrence entering the zone. Waits for the cavalry, finds Nikiforuk, and that's a good call there by Nikiforuk, and a great pass by Chris Lawrence. Couldn't just quite get it to go on net. Lindhagen looks speedy, and a little change up there by Farmer. Never got to the target though. Lindhagen will wedge his man away, and now Sturgis gets the D-to-D feed. He'll rifle it down low. A nice little play there by Lakovic, but it went out of play.
Yeah, what a game here, eh, Eddie?
Yeah, it's definitely not boring, that's for sure.
No.
And with a 2-2 score line, it can go either way here, folks. Moran couldn't win it, so Nilsson got the better of him. A rolling puck is going to be sent in, but a stoppage in play is called. Looks like it's going to be an icing against the Steelers. Offensive zone face-off with a pretty good face-off man as well, Jeff Brown. Nielson getting the better of him as well. He's been a beast at the dot in these last two face-offs.
Step up by Leasy there, pick up the puck.
And then rifle it in. Ben O'Connor couldn't get a handle on it. Brown could, however. Nilsson trying to keep tabs on him. That's Jace Coyle. He's got a bobbling puck to deal with, and he couldn't settle it down. Now it's Jeff Brown, tight angle. Oh, he tried to go high short side with that backhand, but...
Yeah, good sprawling play by their player there.
Definitely some desperation in both these hockey teams this evening. Coyle, skate to stick, takes a shot, ricochets to the slot. An awkward pickup by Schultz, but he managed to get rid of it. Debian, a couple of hacks at Schultz, and likewise Schultz for Debian. And then Coyle took a shot at Steven Schultz. And Panthers are going to find Schultz heading to the box. You would have thought that Coyle would also receive a minor for the retaliation. Yeah, there you go. There he goes. Brad Moran all not that happy with what's been called, but looks like it's going to be coincidental minors, 4-on-4 as signaled by the referee.
Yeah, it's getting a little heated out there, eh, Eddie?
Yeah, absolutely. But the boys know one thing for sure, and that's that National Ice Center are behind them. They've been clapping along all game, trying to support them where the boys need support. That's won by Nilsson with his forehand. Dowd quickly to chase. Williams blows a tire as he tried to throw a hit on him. Bjorklund weaving in. And he's got some zest in his step. I think all the players do this evening. And that's Dowd trying to improve his angle. Finds Nilson, and Sheffield Steelers working the cycle here in the offensive zone. Nilson for Dowd. Then 75 takes a shot, a rebound right in front, but not settled down. And here comes the counterpunch, led by Williams. Mcmillan picks it up, but he runs into pressure, namely Zach Fitzgerald, and it's been a long shift here and a close opportunity. Couldn't get it to go, Brad Moran.
Mo there. Oh, he's making some big saves here.
And once again, centering pass, Steve Lee with a good stick there. It's going to be Lawrence off the apron, no call on the play. Crowd unsatisfied. A sellout crowd, I might add. As Schultz gets dumped by Lawrence. Now it's Crachek below the goal line. It's going to be rifled around and booted forward for Ben O'Connor. Schultz will just go back and reorganize. Throws a creamy sauce pass there for Ben O'Connor. He slides it back, and this way for Crachek. Drops in his wake for Schultz. Lowers his shoulder, and Steve Lee came out there to mop up. Jeff Brown waiting to find his reinforcements. Steve Lee just got a poke on it. Phillips couldn't fiddle it past him. Ben O'Connor reverses, and Phillips once again in control. His initial pass attempt fanned, but second one on the money. A rolling puck. It's going to be dumped in by Steve Lee. Both sides back to full strength. There's 2:46 still remaining of regulation here. Matthew Raw weaving in. That's definitely going to be an offside. An intentional offside even? Are they going to...
Yeah, maybe all the way back. You know.
Nah, it looks like he's going to keep it here. It wasn't like an inch offside. It was like a good couple yards, but... Linesman, obviously, you saw it better. As Brad Moran will slide in for the faceoff. Armstrong will muscle it through, but couldn't get it past number 24. Carter takes over, but he gets double teamed. Letting a helping hockey stick is Brad Moran. With a backhand, it's Surdich getting it down low. Lindhagen trying to pinch it in as Colton Feder got a tip on it. That's Armstrong. Can muscle his way through. Schultz gets it right on his skate and gets hit behind from Zach Fitzgerald. No call on the play. Playing some rough hockey here, folks. Then it's Raw backdoor. What a great defensive play by Surdich. And now here comes the counterpunch. It's a 3-on-2 conducted by Robert Farmer. Scores! It's Jason Williams, folks. And he makes his home debut in style. With 1:56 remaining, he gets the go-ahead goal. Number 93 is unreal.
This place is rocking. What a play there by Farms, draw the defender and lay it up for Willie to slam her home.
Number 93 stepped up to the plate big time. What a clutch play. And speaking of clutch plays, he scored the game winner last night too. So a couple of really important goals here. And whilst this crowd is excited, let's not forget that the Sheffield Steelers still have 1 minute and 56 seconds So it's not over yet. Jeff Brown gets excused from the
Far
dot.
from over here, but what a play there.
And this could be the beginning of something very beautiful with the GMB Nottingham Panthers and Jason Williams.
It's hard to hear the whistle there.
Yeah. Either way, it was an icing against the Sheffield Steelers. Steelers will be looking to pull Mustakovs relatively soon. There's only 1 minute and 43 seconds remain on the clock. Lakovic tapped it back for Lindhagen, and he'll siphon it around. Ben O'Connor said, nuh-uh. Try to move it forward, but there's a delayed icing call. Washed out, courtesy of Nilsson. Then a bounce there that was just settled down by Jeff Brown, who took the hit to make the play. Now it's Nilsson in very dangerous real estate. Mustakov's out of his net, but now it's Lakovic coming in hot. I think Mustakov's came too early. Off the pipe! He couldn't get it to go. Then swung in.
Oh, it looked like...
Too many men?
No, Lacko had the empty net and Wall used his stick off the bench.
Wow. That is some very emotionally charged game. Let's just put it that way, folks. 59.9 seconds remaining of the third period here. And I think that's exactly what Brad Moran is talking to about the referee, Matthew Raw, trying to represent the traveling whites in that little conference. Nothing's been whistled here. Anyway, Armstrong and Chris Lawrence, important face-off for both the centermen. Won by Chris Lawrence, however, batted away by Steve Lee, but it stays in the zone. Backdoor attempt, hacking at it in the slot. Raw couldn't get it, the finishing touch on it. Ben O'Connor for a Quill one-timer. For Jason Williams, he's going to send in an alley-oop that's going to be gloved down by Quill. 40 seconds remains of this regulation here. Lee misplays it for Debian from prime real estate, but it just slides wide. Plenty of desperation in both these hockey teams. Heavy hitting hockey here, folks. But it's been a long shift for the Steelers. That's going to be a delay. That's going to be an offside against the Sheffield Steelers. It's definitely not over, Wazzy, huh? They're hanging on to it.
Pretty crazy out there. Edge of your seat action, that's for sure, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. This building is vibrating right now. The black and gold faithful are something special here. That's one for the memory book. 27th of December. No matter what the score is tonight, the crowd has been great. Nilsson comes in and takes a shot. Clutch blocker save there by Weekman. Chopped away by Farmer. That could be the game, folks. The fans are on their feet. Panthers win the hockey game. And that feels extra sweet. Thank you, Wazzy.
Thanks, Eagle. What a game.
That was something special, folks. We've all witnessed something very incredible here tonight. Final score, 3-2.
This presented by our match sponsors, the EIHL Hockey Bar, home of the Brian Moran training days in February, by Kieran Chung, Icing, Cornell, and James Vickers. And the match for the Steelers this evening, number 91, Goss.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our visitors, the Sheffield Steelers tonight. As they lead us, to your supporters, thank you for making the trip to National Ice Centre. Always welcome here. Ladies and gentlemen, the fans and the team of the Sheffield Steelers. The Sheffield Steelers can leave the ice now, please.
Right, and tonight's South Bank City match for the GMB